Hello, welcome back to my channel Tutor Things. As you know, we started C Sharp tutorials. C Sharp is a programming language which was developed by Microsoft that runs on .NET framework. We have covered so many topics as of now, like inputs and outputs, how to give comments, and how to assign variables and data types, and how to do typecasting. What are operators which are present in C Sharp programming language, strings, what are the looping conditions we have seen. So all these things we have seen so far at risk, and now in this video we are going to see C sharp methods. So what is the method which we have already seen in the first program which we have created as a part second video. So there we have seen main method likewise. So now we'll see what are the methods, how can you create customized methods we are seeing in this video. So don't skip any part, watch this video till end. Hope you have enjoying our videos related to C Sharp tutorials. If you like this video, give a big thumbs up below and share this videos to your friends who are at learning stage of web development like HTML, CSS, C Sharp kind of things. Who are mainly related to .NET development will learn this C Sharp programming language. So share these videos with them, and let's start with this video. So a method, basically a method which we'll see in normal programming languages, like, so we'll have functions, and some programming languages will have methods. So both functions and methods are same similar kind of things, so they are also known as functions only. So this is a block of code which runs when we call. So whenever that block of code required, we can just call that method. So that the method having some block of codes that will be got executed. So whenever you are calling that method, you can also pass some data, so known as parameters. Into that method we can pass parameters. Based upon that parameters, you will get the resultant result from that method. So result you will get, or maybe some block of codes will got executed likewise. So methods are used to perform certain actions, so they are also called as the functions. So mainly we use functions in any other programming languages to have like a reusability of the code, because if you want some logic to be called every time, so no need to write that thing so many times. Whenever you want, you can write it at one place, and you can call that whenever you require that particular set of lines of codes. So why we use method means to reuse the code, so to define the code once, and you can use it so many number of times whenever you want that particular line of code. So this is the use of methods or functions mainly. It's a block of code that will run when we call that particular method or function. We can also pass parameters to that, so that is called method parameters. We'll see more about method parameters in the upcoming video. Next to this video, we'll upload about that. So let's see how to create a method. A method is created with the name of that method followed by the parentheses. So you have to give the name of that method, and after you have to give the parentheses. This is the brackets we have to give. So C Sharp provides some predefined methods, like we are already familiar with that. Like in the first program which we have created, like main method. So this main method will no need to call this main method. The main method will automatically get called whenever you are running that application. So whenever you are running that any class or program or namespace any program, so the main method will be the first method to be called without a calling that it will be get called. So you can create your own methods to perform certain actions instead of only main method. If you want any methods, you can also create your customized methods. So see here, you have to follow this particular syntax. So I create a method inside a class program. Here we don't have any main program, but I have adding my method is a one my method which I have created. The name of the method is my method here, and parentheses we have to give. So some two things we have mentioned before this my method. So method, the codes to be got executed whenever we call that method, we have to include that in the curly braces. So the collection of the code of lines and name of that function main of that method will ultimately we call it as method. So see, my method is the name of the method where we have static kind of thing before that method. So what this static means this method belongs to a program of a program class, not an object of the program class. We'll have some objects to the particular class. We'll see that in the upcoming videos. Just understand that this static is telling that this is not an object, but it is a method of that program class. It is telling like that. So so next we have a void kind of thing before the name of the method. So what this void means exactly, the void is nothing but the return type. So whatever this method returns, we have to mention here. whether the method returns any integer value, we have to write int, or any string value you can give as string likewise, that is a return type we have to mention. So here void is nothing but if that method, particular method which doesn't have any return value, then it will it doesn't have any value, that we have to use void kind of thing. The void is a keyword which tells that method has doesn't have any return value actually. So you will learn more about this return types when you practice so many examples, you will understand. It is good practice to start with the uppercase letter naming well method. It will be more easy and readable. So whenever you are writing the name of that method, so they're asking us to start with the uppercase letter, so that you will understand that is of method, and it is easily readable likewise. So let's see how to call a method. So to call a method or to execute a method, so calling is nothing but you are executing that method. That step of lines which are present in the method, we are going to execute. So for that purpose, we have to call that method. To write method's name followed by parenthesis and semicolon. So to call that, you can use the name of that method and have to parenthesis, and after that you have to use semicolon. So every statement here we should have semicolon in C sharp, right? So otherwise it will throw an error. In this example, you can see my method is to print the action. So we are having some console dot write line that will be print that I just got executed, some text is there. So whenever you call this method, this is not returning any return type, but you are displaying this text, this line got executed whenever you call this my method. So where we have to call that my method is the first method which we got executed whenever you run that application is main method. So in that main method I am calling this method. So there I require this method. So this console.readline is not present in main method, but we have main method. So we are calling main method, so this particular line got executed and will got output like I just got executed. So here you can see this example, it just got executed. What got executed here, I is nothing but my method got executed. Here you can change the text and see. So from here the compiler will go calls this method. So from this method this will got executed, so my method got executed. So like this we can do. So you can also do any operations in main method also, where whenever you require you can call just your function. So you can also call that particular method so many number of times, like whenever you require you can just call. So here you can see three times I have got, you will get output like three times this particular line will got executed whenever you call this method. So first time this will got executed, you can print this. So second time it will print that, and third time also it will print. So whenever you call that, the set of lines will got executed. So you can write any set of lines, not only single line. We can also do operations, or any set of code you can write in that particular thing that will got executed whenever you call that method. So this is all about methods. So in the next video we'll see method parameters, like whenever we pass any parameter and you can perform any operations in that method. Like you can write some operation, so some operation can be done in method. So for subtraction you can write another method. Like you can do partition whenever you require the lines of code, you can just call that method, you can refer that, and you can get the results out of that. So you can practice this exercise here and let me know you have given a correct answer for this or not. So that's all for this video, all about C sharp methods, very similar as functions in other programming languages. Hope you understood well. If you understood, let me know in the comment section whether this video is clear to you, or any doubts you can feel free to comment in the comment section. I'll definitely reply to your comments. And if you want many more concepts to be explained by us, you can feel free to comment in the comment section. We'll definitely make video on that particular concept also. And check out my playlist for many more videos like this, like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, SQL, and we have done so many tutorials on Azure also. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Like, share, comment, and subscribe.